Hello everybody, welcome to episode, how did I put 16 or 17 down? I think it's 17. Episode 17 of the Alec Steele Show. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now you'll see that we do not have my normal anvil here. In fact, we have a striking anvil. That's because we're going to make something pretty fun. We're going to make a little axe. We're going to do some striking because Sam and I are going to be going across the country on Sunday to do a little bit of a hammer making demonstration at a farrier event. And so, you know, we get back in the swing of things, get back in working together as striker and director. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you very much for being here. You'll also note, today is a Friday, it's not a Saturday. We're doing the show now because we're going up to this place on Sunday, which requires an early start. So there's going to be no live show tomorrow, it's going to be today instead. Golly, you're going to be so upset. Anyway, I'm going to be steel in the fire. Great to see your comments coming in on the computer down here. Brilliant. Great to see you, Nick, Luke, Rob, Conley, Sam. You're commenting. Yeah. You're meant to be working. Get over here. Say hello to Sam, everybody. Great to see you, Nathan. Great to see you, Kane. Right. Should we punch a hole? Sounds like I think it sounds like a good plan. I can get some more.
Literally a minute ago, I got my finger caught in some lights. There's blood under this, a lot of blood under that.
Oh, I know, it's tragic, isn't it?
Cuts my head off.
Cuts your head off.
I think it's my most attractive feature.
Sorry, Sam. and the fish, the fisheye effect probably makes a little bit of the front kind of swell out.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, this one's a little close. We can actually move it back if we wanted to. Do you want to get your head in?
I'm not bothered.
We're going to get Sam's head. Then we do some. There we go. That looks kind of square. Let's do that.
Sizzle.
What's that?
Is everyone seeing it alright? Luke and Carlos saying
Maybe it was just at the beginning. I reckon we're all good. Everybody else seems to be doing alright.
Yeah.
We're good. Oh, I feel sorry for the guys in the future that watch these shows. It's just like, oh my goodness, is everything live? Is it working? It does, usually, eventually. Top tip, if you're watching these episodes in the future, always just like skip in 5 minutes. Then it's usually good. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to punch a hole. And Sam, when was the last time you struck? It must have been a while.
Yeah. Must be 6 months.
Nice. Let's try not to send any top tools flying into the thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of camera equipment there is in there. Right. Did I put a sound punch bar? Yeah, I'm sure I did. I just want a medium one first. I'll wait to one side. I'm going to tilt my billet to go straight. For some reason, it's just 10 times easier to tilt the billet to put something straight than it is to tilt the punch. So if you can have a tilt your billet straight the whole way, recommend it. Everybody put that thing off center at first, but we're right in the middle now. So this is my hammer eye punch. It's not a punch really super duper suitable for making an axe. So it's going to mean that I've got to fanny around a little more than I like when we're drifting. Okay, and now we'll go hard. Now we're a quarter of an inch deep. Very nice. I take the punch out every time. Beautiful, striking. Get my punch out of there. Turn the billet around. Now, because this is a very tall billet, soon enough, much sooner than I would otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and flip this upside down and punch in from the other side. The reason that I'm going to do this is because it being a very tall cross-section. Now, I should also add, first caveat of the day, I've not made an axe of this style before. I'm trying something new, doing an axe this way. But, you know, again, like the way we try and do things is take a principle and try and apply it and see how it works. You know, on the live show, it generally works badly. On my vlogs, it works great. That's because I'm able to edit out mistakes on the vlogs. But naturally, because it's a tall piece, like that's going to kind of want to veer off. It's not going to be perfectly in the middle. Actually, on that particular one, it's like perfectly in the middle. It's kind of great. But I'm going to go ahead and flip it around now, and I'm going to meet in the middle. Usually when I'm punching holes, I can grab that bucket. Usually when I'm punching holes, I'll go about 4/5 of the way, you know, 5/6 of the way through. Then I'll flip it over and punch a plug. Now in this case, halfway with this thing. Now, what I will always tell people is don't trust your center punch mark. Don't trust your center punch mark, especially when you flip that thing over. Trust your eye a lot more. So never just rely on the center punch mark and blindly follow it. Always rely on the eye. I can see I need to be that way, just ever so slightly to line it up. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for a somewhat light blow from Sam. Like shuffle sideways on the center punch mark. Have another look. We'll go a little medium. Beautiful. Turn it around. And I see I'm off center. Why it's critical to turn it around? Helps to get a different perspective. A perspective you couldn't have in the first direction. Aim right now, not to punch a hole in it. And this heat, just to get this laid out. Again, something I've talked about before, the economics of temperature. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because it's such a fantastic thing to explain. And naturally, the way that we can be most efficient when we're working is by making the most of all the temperatures that are given to us by the pure virtue of the forging process. One of these temperatures is hot, and it is extremely scarce and in very high demand when we're forging, and therefore very expensive, of high value. And the other is cold, which is plentiful. Cold exists in permanence. Cold always will be there. And so, what we want to do is we want to make the most of the low. How can we best make the most of the high temperatures? You make the most of the high temperatures by moving your material. How do you make the best use of the low temperatures? By laying out, by doing stuff that takes time. That way you save having to do it when you're at the high temperatures. I'm going to read some comments.
What stock size do we start with?
What stock size? So I took a 83mm piece of 45mm round EN9, which is 1055 steel, and I went ahead and forged a rectangular billet. What did that end up being? You reckon an inch by 2 1/4 maybe by 3 or 4 inches long, something like that perhaps. I reckon we probably even.
So someone just said it was a bit quiet. So.
Oh, a little bit quiet. We'll turn up your volume. Right, what's going on, guys? How are you all doing?
The mic's up there.
Yeah, the mic's up here so that we can kind of both talk. I need to bring in the mic that I have at home for when I'm doing the voiceovers. I reckon having that, like right there, that would probably be great. Entertainment, Sam. I'm going to read some comments. Tell them about what you've been shoeing this week. Any funky horses?
No, it's been a pretty plain sailing week this week. I've been down at Alec's workshop for a day this week.
Oh yeah. You guys are going to see a cool video. Is it going to be tomorrow that I release it? Yeah, you guys are going to see a cool video tomorrow. Off camera is a big forge.
And it's not the forge that you saw. The forge process they started making, we started from scratch. It's pretty cool, it's an absolute monster. But it's going to be great. I would show you now, but it's not finished. It's nearly there though.
By the way, guys, these tongs, these are Brown Brazil style hammer making tongs. The best tongs for making tools. 100%, I love them. They're so wonderful for punching your holes, manipulating it. It means that you only have to use one pair of tongs for a great deal of the forging process of many tools. I'd recommend making some. We should probably make some in the future. Yeah. That's definitely
get some made up.
We'll get some made up in the new year. We'll do a nice little pre-order of hammer making tongs, because these are the best tongs for tool making there are. Brown Brazil variation of Alfred Haberman tong, and they are absolutely fantastic. Hello Troy from Texas, great to see you. Great to see you, Seth. My favorite hammer is a 3.5 pound square circle, which is in the other room. A 3.5 pound square circle that I made. It is great to see you. Mike Obar, thank you very much. I'm thrilled that you like the Fairbairn Sykes knife. Brilliant. Let's do some more forging. The piece of steel is going to be hot. Let's punch a hole. Pop a plug out of this thing. Ugly dugly. And now we'll go ahead and go hard. Don't worry about it. I was actually tilting it to adjust the hole, so that was just the nature of it slapping down. I tilted it a little more. Solve the issue a little bit better. There we go. Now I can straighten up. You see, tilting the billet when we want to go ahead and straighten out the hole. I'm going to quickly switch to 2. Woo! You know, actually on the second full sound, that little Bluetooth keyboard should have gone such a good idea. I'm like, nah, we'll just do roots for it to be fine. What am I thinking? So you'll notice I'm keeping my tool really nice and cool to the point that when I dipped it in my wax, and I use a wax with graphite as a lubricant and as a coolant, it's a nice slow coolant. I dipped it in my wax, you didn't see it, but it did not even melt the wax. That's because I'm keeping the tool cool. But here's the thing, if you want to preserve the life of your punch, and you want to have the best chance of getting centered holes as possible when you're working with a striker all by yourself, take that punch out of there and blow. Makes it 10 times easier to punch a hole. It means you can observe the results of each blow. You see it stuck and gets real hot when it sticks. Punch stays in good nick. This punch has probably done, at this stage, almost 100 holes, and I have needed to redress the working end maybe 3 times. Right, come on, Sam. Don't hit like a farrier. Hit like a friggin' blacksmith. Alright. There we go. Ow, my hand. I pinched it in my tongs. Slap it down. That's a trick I learned from Daniel Wright. Put your tongs over your tool, you slap it down. Okay, we'll take another heat. We're not going to get there this heat. Back in the forge we go. Right now we're running this forge with a T-Rex burner, which is interesting. This is the first time I've used the T-Rex burner. I quite like it. It's nice. It seems to be a little quieter than the Emal burner that I was using, which is nice. We're going to turn up the pressure a little bit. Okay, tell me, what is the funniest foot that you've had to shoe this week?
Well, funniest. It's never funny foot, it's always the funny customers.
Okay, funniest customer. Maybe pick a customer from a few weeks ago. So that they've kind of forgotten about you, they might not.
It's all a variation, it's kind of mundane, it's not as glamorous as it looks, it's not
Well, of course, farriers are technically therapists.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, they're therapists. They get the brunt of every single client's divorce, every single client's relationship problem, the conflicts between one stable and another stable.
So you go there and they say, oh, such and such, been saying such and such. You go across there going, such and such, and such. Oh, have they?
It's universal. Every farrier all around the world is the same thing. I need to avoid.
That is the T-Rex burner you got before the Australia trip.
Yeah, that's the T-Rex burner I got before the Australia trip. Little 3/4 inch T-Rex burner. Now, I do believe that if you are to ever buy a T-Rex burner, please do go ahead and let Jared, who runs T-Rex.
Hybrid burners.
Sorry?
Is that hybrid burners?
Yeah, hybrid burners.
Hybrid
T-Rex.
burners on Facebook.
They're called hybrid burners on Facebook,
Yeah.
are they?
Yeah.
Go ahead and let them know that you found them through me. I don't know if he's going to offer you some kind of discount or whatever, but definitely let them know. You might get a discount, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'd have to check through what he sent me. But yeah, let them know you got it through me. It could work out great for you. Great to see you, Singularity. We're making an axe indeed. Do I know where to get a good anvil? Go on eBay. Alicia, go on eBay. That's the best bet. eBay, Craigslist, stuff like that, or just get yourself a block of steel. What we're using right now, that is a 20 kilogram, a 44 pound block of steel. And I use a 44 pound block of steel. I swing more hammer blows on a 44 pound block of steel than I do on a normal anvil. That's just because of the work I do doing toolmaking classes. But I really think that we should get a little less held up on the type of ambition. You can do a lot on something like this. You know, it's not going to take every single process that you could do on a normal London pattern anvil or double horned anvil. My God, you can do a lot of stuff on there if you're getting creative. Yeah, nice and hot. Beautiful work. Get a little more stuck in there. Keep putting in your tool. Make sure it's staying healthy, not getting bent. Slap it down if it gets stuck. If it gets stuck, it's going to be hot. So we will definitely go ahead and cool it. And there we have a plug that's just wanting to come out. It's so close. Just so close. We're going to go right over here and see if that'll focus on it. There we go. It'll do it. It'll do it. Come on, little camera. It's plug is almost there. You can see a little bit of air right there. That's fantastic. Let the exposure back up. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we want. That means that that plug has been sheared and it wants to come out of there. The only thing is that the side walls of the tool are holding it in place. I feel so much more comfortable doing the striking stuff. I do a lot more of this than the hand forging. Feeling a lot more confident than I was last week making a side, even though I've never made an axe like this. I guess I punched a lot of holes. Punched hundreds and hundreds of holes like this. Come on, sir.
Sorry, I was being gentle.
He's trying to be a farrier. Farriers, they just don't get it. They just strike way too lightly. Hard as you can. That's good. Now, I usually wouldn't really at all advocate for striking 3 times. Because you're heating up the punch a lot, you're putting a lot of undue stress on it, and you'll likely do just fine when you've been doing it a long time. But at the beginning, it just makes it difficult. I don't think that, guys coming and taking classes and never having forged before would be able to get good straight holes from the get-go if they were working 3 hits. Because you go 1, 2, 3 off course, then you've got to go 1, 2, 3. It's a big way to go off course before looking. Now, if you hit once and you go off course, you can see and adjust straight away. Now, here, there's no resistance on the end of the punch. All I need is to use the sides of the punch to open up these side walls to let the plug fall out. So now, since there's so little resistance, since the hole is not going anywhere, it's not going to wander, now I can ask for 3 solid blows. And we'll see if we get that plug out. Provided we get 3 hard enough latch split blows, it should. There we go. And the plug, let's get it switched to 2. It's always a wonderful shot. There we go, the plug is on the anvil. The plug is on the anvil, and we have a perfect hole. Now again, that hole proportioned more like a hammer hole than an axe hole, so it's going to require some drifting that I wouldn't really like to do. I like to get the hole somewhat close in the punching stage. But there, if I can show you that, that's what the plug looks like. That's also what my crotch looks like. Oh. Come on, little camera. Sorry, guys. There we go, that's what the plug looks like. And you can see that what that is the negative of the punch. It has that little V-tip on it. There's a little V-tip on it, and this is a punch that I first saw with Brian Brazil. Now, he doesn't particularly think that he invented this style of punch. We spotted it in some kind of German movies and stuff like that, whether it's a punch or a slitter, we weren't quite aware. But that's certainly where I picked it up from, and it's kind of not something that was my understanding at least, not something that we were seeing too often before he started reintroducing it. And obviously that V-tips punch, it's like a V-tipped slot punch. It's wonderful because we can line it up on a center punch mark and get a center. It's wonderful because a little easier poking that and then moving it than it is poking a flat punch with a flat bottom. And it's a lot nicer than using a slitting chisel to poke a hole in a tool like this. Because like this, with that punch, we sheared it and there was 0 rag. That was a beautifully clean shear. There's no rags, there are no cold shuts, there's no funky structural mess-ups in the eye of the tool, which would not be a problem on a tool like an axe. However, if you're making a hammer-eye punch, right, and you've got those tiny thin little cheeks, and you're putting a lot of stress on it, yeah, if you've got a cold shut that's half the thickness of the cheeks, that's a big structural compromise that's going to lead to the failure of some parts and getting a nice clean punch hole.
So Nathan asked if Alec had ever shot a horse. Well, in this country, no. In the UK, you've got to be registered. You can't just go and shoot your own horse. So basically, no. You had to go taking a shoe off, and unfortunately, I deleted the video because it took about 5 minutes.
Now the horse was a little bastard.
No, he was a big bastard.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what that horse did, right? So that horse saw me go, "Are you sure you want me to do that?" Okay. Then it saw me put on his apron, because you've got to wear an apron when you're under a horse, right? Put put on his apron and it saw how this apron just sags. And it looked like a 3-year-old child trying on an adult set of clothes. And so we waddle over there holding this apron up to my hips and I'm like, how do I pick this thing up? And so I think what the horse did is the horse said, hey, I've got a fun joke to play. This guy, new kid on the block, let's get it. And so I think it just put its entire leg on that foot. It's exactly what happened. Because I'm stood there like with a quarter ton, it feels like, on my legs. There's no way that's actually the way. It'd be possible. Like, it was heavy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that horse probably weighed 700 kilos.
Yeah.
And that lent its weight into you. And how long did it take me to take the remainder of the shoe off?
Oh, you did it in about 15 seconds. I was there for 2 minutes. Like, yeah, get at this thing. How the hell do I get this shoe off? I was appalling. I did a terrible job. Okay, I can do this, and that'll be great.
What's my favourite type of horse to shoe? Probably an Irish draft and
Shoot, probably a dead one.
dead one, yeah. Something, thoroughbred kind of breed, but slightly heavier, so they've got a better foot quality. But they've got long legs, tight body. It sounds like I'm describing my perfect. But yeah, you can there's loads of room to manoeuvre. If you get like a big heavy, they've got short legs, like a supple one, short legs, big body, you crouch right under to try and get there. With a thoroughbred, you can almost stand up and keep yourself comfortable.
Great to see you, Brandon from Oklahoma.
They said, watch the video that comes on tomorrow about the new forge. Might be a bit more than you might need. This is our workshop forge, but you can get some great ideas from it.
And the entire time they remained unwavering British. Apparently we're very British, I think. I don't know. I guess I'm not familiar with the British. Yes. You see where I left my pipe, old bean? Yes, I am. Where's my tea? I need some elbow patches on these things.
On your elbows.
On my elbows.
Some lapels. Not lapels, what are they called? They are lapels, aren't they?
We're not, we probably shouldn't be even attempting to talk about high fashion. Bunch of lowly ruffian blacksmiths and farriers we are. Okay, let's take a knee. Alright, let's see if I can work out what's the best step from here.
So probably the fundamental thing with working with a striker is telling the striker what the next step is.
Yeah, exactly. Always telling the striker what the next step is. Now, the thing is, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm going to focus on. Naturally, this is something a little bit new to me. Making an axe like this is new to me. But what I'm going to do is I can just fill that hole. We're going to go ahead and bring down the cheeks. On this one side, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use a foot like I put on another tool. Because I want to avoid pulling the cheeks down on this one side. I want to just push the material down and make the hole become longer. So using the platter is going to help achieve that end. It's going to pull the cheeks out less. This here is going to be the top side of the axe, far side of the axe in relation to the handle. And if I tilt the platter over to me, that just reduces the surface area of contact on the piece. Now I'm worried about heavy tape, but then we'll work that out. Bring it down. Now you see, to release it, we're then going to hit on the ends. This is so much fun. I much prefer working with the striker. We're going to hit on the ends, but what I want you to do is I'm going to hit a slight chamfer, just because, there we go. Each hit, I'll tilt it, you can hit straight. There we go. Just because when we forge that into the bit of the axe, forge that into the bit of the axe, see, that just makes it release, come right off there. And now, the beauty of using the flatter is that's pushing the material in all directions. When you use a fuller, it's just gonna do a lateral draw. The flatter here, it's spreading laterally and longitudinally. So look at the proportions of the eye right there. It's much longer than the other side, which is much shorter and squatter and fatter. And this is more in line with the proportions of an axe, so I'm going to be quite happy with that. Now I'm going to see there, right? I can go ahead and pick that up. See there?
I'll stay with the drinking game.
Yeah. Minimally drawn out cheeks. Flip. Right. I need to do a better. If we're gonna sell toms like this, I need to get a little better at actually holding stuff.
People are asking what pressure the forge is running at. It's kind of irrelevant.
Pressure means nothing.
With this new burner, it's got an adjustable, what do you call it, a choke or a choke to adjust the air ratio, and you know we can adjust the pressure at the bottle as well.
But okay, if you're curious about the pressure, I'm running at 20 pounds per square inch, 1¼ bar. Pressure doesn't mean anything though. It doesn't mean anything. Because like the only reason you'd be asking what pressure it is to work out how much gas is it using. Here's the thing, if you can run a forge off 2 psi. But if you're running it out of a 4-inch orifice, you're going to empty your gas bottle real soon. Your gas usage is dependent on the orifice size and the pressure combined. It's not just pressure. So that's the trouble, is when we get into the habit of thinking to ourselves, well, like, you know, people say ribbon burners are great because they run at like 2 psi. I hear ribbon burners are great from people that are aware of this distinction, but we must remember that it's not the pressure that's important. What is important is the overall usage, which can only be calculated by taking into account the actual orifice size as well as the pressure.
With barriers, people do it different ways. I mean, I'll do 3 feet, 3 shoes, take 3 shoes off, get my shoes ready, measure them up, stick them in the fire, flat out. Whereas other people might do 2 feet or 1 feet and get just trickling the temperature up. And I'd rather do it flat out. I've got a twin burner, and I run that. The reg's down a little bit, but I just have it on, full blast. Get it hot, turn it off.
Oh yeah, I mean,
rather than just trickle it on,
yeah,
and then eventually, you know, trickle it and it'll be a red heat, which is more than enough. But if you've got a bigger shoe, you want to have a nice yellow heat, allow it to cool, you know, just quench your shoe in a bucket before it takes to the foot.
Okay, so you ready? Yep. Over there, one of the forge. You notice I get my tongs away. Something I always notice, you know, it's so frequent. The guys are here taking classes. I'm going to move up drifts so I can work out. I don't have an axe drift handy today. This is the best I got, which is just an exceptionally longly proportioned. So if I'm speaking English, who said I was British? The line stuck in the hole. And now I'm going to be a little more focused on pulling the cheeks out of my left leg. So now I'm going into the see that one. Now I'm going to redrive the drift. Get a cold part of the drift in the hole. Make sure my strike is not in a rhythm. That's how you get hurt. Something I like to stress is that when we're doing work like this, a rhythm is really dangerous. Which is a shame, because rhythms are great. They're wonderful. Rhythms sound good. They seem way cooler. But with stuff like this, it just takes me, you know, slipping on a stone for my tool to move, and we need to take another half second to set it up. Right? And what happens if my tool moves and he's hitting for a rhythm rather than for the piece actually being ready to be hit? Okay, so what happened here is the last time I used this drift, I forged it by forging too much at too cold of a temperature, which means that it's getting stuck in that little area. So it just made it a little bit more difficult to pull that drift off. Right, I'm going to take one more heat. I'm going to go in that side of the eye again. I'm going to get another one to see. go the other one. So indecisive. I'm gonna run and get some drifting blocks real quick. Entertain them, Sam.
We're talking about me not wearing glasses. Yes, that's my own responsibility. Yes, I should be wearing glasses. But it's my own responsibility. We're not teaching beginners. Does this make you happy? There we are. Perfect. Eyes. Okay, it's back. This is a bit of fun. Yes, we are doing the beginners, but
Right guys, I've been feeling a little unsafe. I always worry that something's gonna fall on my head. So I've got my hard hat on. I think it's pretty tough. It should be alright. Strikers are always nervous that they're gonna hit this director in the head. You probably thought it this time, right? Even though we've worked together before, you're like, man, am I gonna hit him in the head? Right?
but that was more of a conscious decision as opposed to an accident.
Oh, he was wanting to hit me in the head. Well now, because I am an authorised policeman from the Second World War here in Norwich, this is an actual policeman's helmet from the 1940s here in Norwich. I bought it off my name. I think I can trust it.
Yeah. Is it up to standards? Up to the British standards?
Yes. And this was the only one he had that still has all the webbing. So there's 70-year-old sweat in this. Right. Alright, get your welding helmet on, Sam.
You're going to need that helmet on then. Could you make this axe by yourself or do you need a striker? Well, yeah. You can make it by yourself.
No, this you could do by yourself. Yeah. We're going to keep, it's going to be a pretty kind of simple design of axe. It'll be perfectly fine to do by yourself. It would take a little while. Actually, it probably wouldn't. With all the amount of time that we waste doing stuff like this, you probably do it faster by yourself. I really do appreciate that you like my hat. Man, it's fun making it relax. It's actually pretty comfortable, you know? This is like, how cool is that? Pretty comfortable though, I kind of like it. Why is the stream a day early, Jesse? Well, the stream is a day early because we're not here tomorrow. Well, we technically are, but then we're leaving to... Damn it.
Does that count for the drinking game?
Yeah, that counts for the drinking game, guys. Whoa! Almost lost my steel, too.
time was? It's 11:35.
Somebody's telling me I should forge a helmet from the hammer bank. Okay, dokie.
I'm not sure about blow protection, but you can tell I haven't smoked sledgehammer or made shoes for a while.
I actually am going to get you some. Oh, your hands are hurting.
Look all blistered.
Ah, you poor little thing.
There we go. Keep everyone happy.
Just I don't want to get sued if you get something in your eye. I don't really care about it.
It's just an inconvenience.
Yeah, the legal hassle is just a pain, you know. Now, as we approach the depths of this heap, we're going to start forging a little bit of a blade on it.
I'm stuck right out.
You have to forge that. No. Just hit one hard blow. Hard. I'm going to come around here. What's that? You missed.
So I'm stuck by this.
What was that?
I'm stuck by this.
No excuses.
Leg right.
Now I've got to rasp that little shard off. Is there a rasp there? Who wants the slug? Here you go. There you go. Right there. Take it. No, just take it now. Take it. Grab it. Grab it. Let's go. Come on, man. You should have just reached out there and grabbed the thing. Yeah, I think we would sink. Like if a big boat came past, I think we would sink because the water would rise so much.
When Russia came, let's not get political.
upsides down right now.
Just having a few changes.
Just having a few changes. Some of you sneaky people, however, have found a way to skirt around it, which is really annoying.
I did earlier.
You did? Yeah. It's pretty easy to skirt around. But don't skirt around it, I'm still working on it.
But there's nothing you can order on there anyway. Nothing's on pre-order. You know, the current hammer run is in process of being.
Yeah, they're all forged. I just need to do a lot of grinding. I need to actually forge the pins on the cross pins. And then I've got 50 hammers to grind, 50 hammers to heat treat, 50 hammers to handle, and 50 hammers to box. And I've got to order all the shipping. So I've got a lot of work cut out of my plate. We're going to try and do some of that towards the end of next week. Yep, I still can't even drink from a can without spilling water on myself. A monster. Ah. Okay. Okay. Sir Keen, what on earth are you talking about? You are getting. Keep the comment section PG-13. Sam has sensitive eyes.
I've got nothing to worry about anywhere. I was swinging a hammer like a girl.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You were swinging a hammer like a girl.
Apparently. Oh well, never mind.
Problem.
Have you seen the girls around here?
Yeah, girls around here. Sam swung a hammer like a girl would be a compliment for his hammer swing. I need to find that one. I'll be right back. Then say it, Sam.
Yeah, I mean the online courses, we will create some more content probably in the new year, but they're very valuable lessons. It's a comprehensive guide, the online courses and stuff. All the tools that can be made, that we make, we use. Very good value for money. I mean the evolution of blacksmithing is, evolution of toolmaking rather, is 300 bucks. Yeah. But that covers our whole syllabus.
That's like pretty much most of the tools that we're using right now. I'm covered in that.
That's the video that you can watch over and over again. It's not like it's not like we'll give you a video and you can only watch it once.
It sure was expensive to get you to do that sales pitch. Yeah, I'm probably go with that. And this. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Now I would usually kind of do this kind of that way on the anvil, but I'm going to do it this way. Get some music going on, Sam.
It already is.
Has it been on loop the whole time?
Yeah, 2-minute loop. Let's change it up a little bit.
Maybe it isn't on loop.
Forging a Damascus hammer.
Woo! Okay, shutting the lid. My computer. So I'm gonna go ahead. Get 3 marks in it. Oh god, my camera.
Hold it steady.
I am holding it steady. Hit it right. Now we're gonna go on the top, on the bottom one. I think we should do more striking live shows. I think it's funner.
Proper English.
Proper English, but we're here in Norfolk after all. Oh my goodness, I hope nobody from Norfolk is watching because that was a terrible attempt at my local accent. You'd think that I'd be a little bit better at it, you know? Hey Sam, can you go ahead and just poke me up here on the top? Yep. Gonna get a little crowning in there. Pour the fish out. Bite the fish out. And conquer the fish mouth. There we go. Good to go back in the fire. That's what she's looking like so far. Get a nice big blade on her. This is going to be a pretty fun little tool. This is a 1055 steel, by the way, if you're only just joining us. I believe 1055 is pretty much what Grandpress Brooks uses on their axe. Simple little plain carbon, big carbon steel. 0.55% carbon. Seth Williams says Sam is so cool.
I tried.
Yep. I tried. Sam, they love you. You know, you need to start selling T-shirts with Sam is cool on it. Nicholas Kilmayer. Now the reason that I had only really recently started making knives is I like making Damascus, and I was kind of running out of stuff to put Damascus on. Number one. Number two, YouTube loves knives. Far more people are interested in knives, and the result is that my channel has grown very fast as a result of getting into making some knives a little more, which is good, and that was a good reason for getting into it. And also because the reason I hadn't done it beforehand was because, I don't know, I didn't have the same appreciation I had for the craft of knife making, and I don't know why. It's a stupid kind of thing. I think there's a little bit of that in the blacksmith community, you know, almost like looking down on knife makers, which is ridiculous. Because now that I've dipped my toes in the waters of knife making, I can see that the guys that are making knives are talented as hell. You know, it's difficult work, it's precise work. I mean, it's absolutely, you know, hats off to anybody that is making beautiful knives. It takes a lot to do it, and you're doing a great job of making a beautiful knife. You know, it's out of respect for the knife makers that I've seen more people making beautiful knives, and I've, you know, dipped my toes and seen how difficult and complex it is. And it's also a response to the fact that the market wants to see knives. The market of YouTube viewers.
The sort of enclosed market want to see a Damascus hoof knife.
Damascus hoof knife.
I think that would be brilliant.
That's just you. Because you know that you would get it. I actually think it would be a good idea. That'd be a great little introduction to the farrier, you know. Man, we should have brought one to this farrier competition.
We've got all night.
Sorry?
We've got all night.
Yeah, scrap this to face Damascus. Give the old Scotch brush. Okay, a little bit similar to the Irish brush, but it's a little more kilted. Ow. That luckily went to my thigh, not anywhere else.
surface area, move more section quickly.
Absolutely, a little less surface area contact, move a little more material faster. It also means that when we go to flatten out that blade, these are the same kind of principles that I use when I'm making a podcast party. It means that when we go to flatten out that blade, we have a further reduced surface area contact, despite the fact that we're going to be using a flatter. You know, reducing the surface area contact both ways, like creating the hills and valleys, which is very exciting. How are we doing, guys?
I thought about making videos. I still kind of thought about doing it, but
you'll make videos eventually.
It's such a time investment for work. I've got 2 kids as well.
Making videos doesn't take any time at all.
It's the editing of the video.
I make a video in like 2 minutes. I get home, I edit the thing in 2 minutes, I'm done.
Right. Yeah. I've got 2 kids, so you know I don't really have the time to put into it at the moment. Maybe as the winter comes in, nice drawing. But there is a plan there to try and do a Farrier 101, but it's kind of finding the right perspective to come about it that's not been done, that people want to see, and it's also remembering to put the camera on.
Okay, we are 24 people away from 17,000 subscribers. Look at that. 24 people away, ladies and gentlemen. Now, are you going to do your bit to help us get all the way to 17,000 before we finish this axe? Please do. Please. Please. Let's get to 17,000. So, as far as I understand, there are... Oh, hang on a second. 160? There are 160 watching right now. Somebody commented there are 160 people watching. Now, if all 160 of you guys were just to go ahead and do this, right? I'll even walk you through it. Here's what you do. Here's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. You go ahead and you come right here. You go to the stream. You go down here to share. Right there. From share, it'll then load. And you get a little link right there. You see that link? Go ahead and press Command-C if you're on a Mac. Or right-click and copy. Go to Facebook. Go to Twitter. Paste it. And make sure to tell them, hey, I want you to go and subscribe to this guy. Because I think he makes cool videos if you think I make cool videos. If you think I make bad videos, then tell them, hey, don't subscribe to this guy, he makes terrible videos. But, go ahead and copy that link, say what you think about the videos that we do here, and go ahead and recommend people to take whatever action you see fit. Preferably to subscribe. And let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ourselves to 17,000 subscribers.
Joe, we've done a couple of Farrier videos very early in the sort of daily vlog. Alex spent a day with me, and then we did a shoemaking special where Alec made some shoes, and I made a couple and Alec made one. A little competition at the end.
Yeah.
That was good, that was.
That's a great episode. Episode 7, I think, guys. Episode 7 of the Alec Steele. Oh, that got me, that one. That slipped. Episode 7 is the Farrier special. That done with the puller. And now, yeah, you know, I reckon we're going to go ahead and use some flappers. Pull that out of there. And I'd usually have my striker stand on that side, but it's going to be the way the camera can do. We're going to go ahead and run some flatter. There we go. Now you could stand on that side if you want. It's a lot easier. Nice and hard. I'm going to get a foot on the leg. Since we're on the dirt, we're not very well mounted. After every flow, observe the results of each flow, observe the effects of the work that you're doing. Always helps. She almost came off. And you see, by making the hills and valleys, we reduce the surface area of contact pretty nicely, you know. That's good. Then I'm going to go ahead and take pull up in there. Maybe that temperature. Yep. Get some of that net out of there. I'll have to be just a touch higher temperature to make that work. But I think that'll work. But I might let's see how it works. Just going to get a little bit of that bend out of there. That's as a result of the blade layering. You know, see if we can forge this thing to finish as best as possible. Requires minimal grinding, which is incredible. Always good. Have you shared this stream?
Three away.
3 of what?
3 away, apparently.
What?
Yeah, apparently 3 away.
No. Not? Who said that? What? I've got a different subscriber count on my thing because I go to social play. Entertainment while I'm doing stuff. Yeah, we've got dead air. Dead air. We've got dead air. Put the hat on and do something funny.
Shall I change the music?
Yeah. I feel
I don't think anyone can get bored of the music, but
I wonder if it is on Bluetooth. Oh yeah, it is on Bluetooth. Sorry guys.
through them.
It looks like people have unsubscribed. They've got an uneven.
There we go.
Oh, wait. Oh my goodness! We're 2 away! We are 2 away! 2 subscribers needed. Everybody go share the stream right now. Look at that. 2. Oh, come on! Who did that? Who did that? Oh no. Put the comment below. Who did that? Another person. Guys. Wait, another person unsubscribed. There's some trolls in here. If you're a troll, own up to it. At least have another person unsubscribe.
What's going on? No one's going to be unsubscribing for the sake of unsubscribing.
I think they are. I think they're trying to be dicks. Because they want to be the person.
Yeah, but no one's going to know.
17,000.
No one's going to know. Look.
What? Another person? There's some real mean
People are resubscribing.
Oh, now I need to itch my back real quick. Oh, that's good. Another person unsubscribed.
Hey, someone wants you to say their name, so shall I say it?
Who wants me to say that name?
What's this says?
Sir Hodrick! Sir Hodrick!
I think that is.
Sir Hodrick! I hereby declare that you should be at the blacksmith workshop doing some blacksmithing right now. What is the step that I was going to do right now? I forgot. Oh, I was going to straighten it.
No? What? We've got
I'm going to straighten it a touch. Then we're going to do a little bit of flattering. A little bit of flattering. Oh my goodness! We just did it! We passed 17,000! We passed 17,000 subscribers! We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you! Thank you. And we almost killed Sam in the process. And somebody unsubscribed again.
How very childish.
You know, you're just messing up your algorithms when you unsubscribe. It means that YouTube is going to stop showing you my videos. Because they're like, well, this person doesn't really like watching Alec's videos because he's unsubscribed 15,000 times. Starting to get a little bit of drifting next to you. Come in from the top side. Then from the bottom. $17,004. For some reason there's a lag with that in YouTube. I don't think YouTube says the same thing. Yeah, YouTube it doesn't say it, but we'll just pretend that YouTube is wrong.
Yeah. Why not?
YouTube is wrong. Great to see you, Matthias, Nigren, Matthias. Man, I really screwed the pooch on that one.
Jesse, no live show tomorrow. For the reasons explained earlier on, we're away Sunday for a demonstration, so we've got to start.
Yeah, this is the live subscriber count from Social Blade. I don't know if this is more accurate or not than YouTube. I don't know why it would be more accurate, but I also don't know why it wouldn't be more accurate. It says live subscriber count. And it'd be kind of fun for us to, you know, pass it on a live show. We don't need to pretend that we did. Did I say I was going to do some drifting?
Wait. Do you want the swage block?
Do I want the swage block go?
Big bit of steel.
Sorry?
Do you want a bigger bit of steel? Are we adding high carbon to the end of the axe?
No, it's 1055. That's good stuff. Unless we spend enough time messing around not forging that we
cracking. We're working as fast as we can with the fire.
Yeah, you guys need to stop complaining. Somebody else is complaining in a comment, saying they wanted more tutorials. Hey man.
Go on tutorials, go pay for tutorials. Come and have a lesson.
Come and have a lesson.
4 days.
We're going to have a crazy amount of classes up next year. I just need to pick some dates. I've got a calendar on the wall. Got a number 2. Show people that there exists a calendar that is completely blank and is about to be filled. The calendar is going to be filled with awesome classes for the next year. And we're going to have some great incentives for coming and taking classes, which is good. The plan is, now, almost everybody comes from afar. It's because these videos are going all around the world. Right now, there's somebody in America watching it, you know, probably 100 of you guys, 100 to 160 are in America. You know, there are people in England, there are people all over Europe, all over the world. It's crazy, it's unbelievable. People all around the world watch these videos, people all around the world are like, hey, I want to come learn how to make my tools. I want to learn how to make a hammer. I want to make a hammer here. And I can understand that it's a daunting thing to go across the world, because you think to yourself, okay, there's the flights, there's the tuition, there's the lodging, where am I going to stay, there's the food, there's all of that. It gets difficult as you're trying to work out the logistics of coming to class. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an inside scoop. And I don't know if I should say it yet. Should I say it?
Yeah. Well, you've already half explained it. You've already half explained it. So.
I think we're not going to say it. No, it's kind of just going to do it. Stop. I think we've got to stop. Just got to stop.
If he doesn't, I will.
The suspense. Okay, so the plan is next year with the larger classes, with like the 4-day classes, is that accommodation and your breakfast and your lunch is going to be included in the course cost. So all you have to do is show up at any public transport location in Norwich the day before the class. Super easy. Yeah. I'll either come pick you up or I'll get a taxi to pick you up at any public transport location in Norwich, take you to your hotel, which is a 15-minute,
no, 10 minutes,
maybe even 8-minute walk from the workshop. Nice hotel just around the corner. There, you stay, you'll be bunking up with one of the other students. You get breakfast included, nice continental breakfast. You show up at the workshop the next day, we all come down here together. We have a great day of forging. We go and sort something out for lunch that's included. And for dinner, you know, who knows, you can sort it out for yourself, you can go wandering around Norwich, it's a beautiful town, I'm right in the middle. Or we'll all go together, go to a pub or something, get a bite to eat, go to a restaurant somewhere, or, you know, maybe just hang out here and barbecue some sausages or something like that. I think it's going to be great.
The price is yet to be determined, we're still factoring, we're still working it out.
You know, but
it's very reasonable, we're working on the fix at the moment, but it is
what
reasonable.
we're looking at right now is really crazy reasonable.
Seeing as we're saying that, we might as well say,
Let's stand on that side.
we might say it in a minute.
Thick in there. I'm going to take some meat out of the body. I'm going to go in the eye from that one other side, right about there. I'm going to drift it as is. I'm going to push some of that tip down. And then that's probably going to be about it for the eye. And the way that we're going to do the final axe eye shape is by collapsing the one side of the eye by taking the meat out of the body. Getting that tapered eye.
Would you be able to stay at the workshop?
Yeah.
At the workshop, in the workshop.
You can stay at the workshop. Now, there are conditions to this. That's up to my decision when I meet you. So don't, like, if your plan is to come stay at the workshop, remember that's not on 100%. If I meet you and I'm like, okay, you're going to steal my stuff.
The other thing is the price of the accommodation. You know, the price of the accommodation, we're trying to get such a good rate on it that if you stay here, you're going to have to feed yourself. Because we can't, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you stay in a hotel, which is
the difference in cost is not huge staying here. It's not huge at all.
no.
But as I said, you're welcome to, but it's my decision when you show up as to whether I'm happy for you
and
to.
it's not exactly
And I will also say that I'll keep a piece of, I'll keep one identity document while you're here. Why? Because this is my life. This is my life. I dedicate 100 hours per week to building this place. And
we are also, if anyone's local, going to start doing evening classes. Basic beginner, taught by myself and Alec. Beginner, and we'll build it up to increase your level. But that's obviously if you're local.
yeah, it's gonna be like an evening thing.
Yeah.
Like a 3-week session, split into 3-hour chunks, maybe like a Thursday evening or something, or Friday evening. Basically, kind of get people up to certain skill levels.
You'll get say the beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then we might even do like an open forge. Once you've done 2-3 courses, we can then open the forge up and say, look, here's the steel, make what you want. Obviously, they'll know the way around the workshop, health and safety. Obviously, glasses are a must.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you must make sure that you wear safety glasses, guys. It's really critical. That's something to work out later on. See how it goes. I'm actually going to need some boxes.
How much beer? Is that how much beer is included?
How much beer is included? No beer is included. Buy your own damn alcohol. I heard that didn't come off as a little aggressive. But seriously.
Yeah, but if you're going to buy it, you've got to share. What's the best diameter of puller? It depends what size puller you want. Really.
What's the best length of string?
Half double its length.
Half double its length.
Yeah.
Is the best length of string.
How much alcohol do you bring? As much as you want. Where are we going?
Sharp. Just take it right there. Here on the cheeks. Hard. I'm gonna redrive the drift really fast. Much as fast as I can. Go. In a cold part of the drift in the hole. So we better hold it. Woo! There we go. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He is striking like a blacksmith. Finally, the barrier has lost its barrieriness. That thing's turning out pretty clean, eh? Hey. Now since the blade's so thin, I can't release it the normal way, so the best way is just to shock it like that. It'll come right off. Woo! Hey. This T-Rex burn is pretty nice, I like it.
Yeah, it's quiet. But you'll notice Alec hasn't got his mic on. It's actually up here. One, because we're both talking, but it's also the forge is much quieter because you change the burner. Okay, so I'm using metric measurements in your vids.
Somebody's asking me to use metric measurements in my videos. One person. Is that like the one guy from Finland that watches my videos? Finland.
Jasper Rose. Well, farriery is one of the only. They've now got to change it due to EU laws. So when I order shoes, it's 7/8/3/8 or 7/16. Some suppliers have it's 22/10. So what? I've no idea what it is.
But just wait, we're soon going to go back to our wonderfully Victorian ways of using
But
imperial
everything
measurements.
is taught in imperial measurements in the farriery industry. No, carpentry, everything else has got to measurements. Farriery in this country.
But I've become bilingual in that stuff. I can, between millimeters and inches, you work out once you use them enough and you're interchanging them, you can you get fluent in it. I sincerely suggest you practice both because both are used in the world.
You know what you need to do?
What?
Bed with a ruler.
What?
Go to bed with a ruler.
Go to bed with a ruler. Study your ruler before bedding, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is. Sam has. Now, how many lines of this should they read? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to read 3 lines of your ruler in imperial, and then flip it around and do 3 lines of your ruler in metric, and study it, and then you will become bilingual in imperial and metric. It's broken.
It's broken.
I dropped it.
But just imagine. You measure in metric. I wonder what that is in imperial. And then change over and see how far out you are.
Now, if you're ever on a long road trip, a fun game you can play is having some digital calipers, and you turn them off, and you open it up to a set length, but you got to make sure it doesn't have writing on it, right? Open it up to a set length, and then you got to eyeball the length. So you lock it up, you pass it around the guys in the truck, especially the driver, and you study it, and you have to then guess what the distance is. But you need to guess in both imperial and metric, right? This is a new road trip game I'm designing. You got to guess in imperial and metric, and you don't win if you get one of them right. Like the only way that you win is by getting both of them as close to the
2 decimal places.
No, probably 3 decimal places.
Make it a little more challenging.
Right. How do you stand on that other side of the island? That's right, sounds like I'm gonna hit 2. Right. Get some heat out of the body. Woo! Guys. Wow, I hammered those nails nice and straight. I'll bring some long ones when we're at the event.
See if we can find some gas and
165 people watching. It's crazy. Thanks, guys.
You want to feel less fat, just use stone tuner. That doesn't work for me, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Now I like inches for nostalgia's sake. You know? I like to say, yes, we will hold on to this relic. The sad truth is it's just saying 1/4 of an inch sounds cooler than saying 6 millimeters. 6 millimeters, it makes you sound a lot nerdier if you're saying 6 millimeters than saying 1/4 of an inch. Now you just throw 1/4 of an inch, it makes you sound like you don't really know what you're thinking. You know, you're like, well, I guess 1/4 of an inch will work.
6 mil
6 mil sounds too precise. For blacksmith work, we don't like that. We don't want precision. So that's why I like
It's
the
just right.
Yeah, just right. That's it. And that you can only get just right with
just
imperial.
right. It's gonna have to be perfect if it's in metric. About 1/4 of a centimetre.
Yeah.
Where are we going now, Sam?
Yeah, number 2 is the camera shot, by the way, guys. It's not. Canucks are watching. Canucks. Canadian. Light low? Light. Thanks, yeah. Okay, that was terrible. Lighter. Blending in some little marks there.
Grabbed my thumb and got it stuck in a light. The light collapsed on my finger and this box section frame collapsed and as I picked it back up.
It's his soft little girly barrier hand. That's the problem, Sam. He's got blisters. No, the reason the blacksmiths give farriers crap is because most blacksmiths are. I'm alright. It's because we know, the real reason is because we know that you guys actually have a hard job.
The other reason
it's actually difficult.
It's because I can do your job.
And I'll get thrown in jail if I do yours.
No, the irony of it is you'll get a slap on the wrist and charge 400 quid.
That's it?
Yep. So
no, but if you keep doing it, you're eventually going to go to jail. Which really means that if you keep doing it, they're going to shoot you, so. Oh my goodness, so many comments that take so long to load. Refresh the page. Golly, this is the big station music. I apologize, guys. What's going on? Why do I have those?
That's loaded around. The US got to the moon on Imperial.
Yeah, exactly.
Why change something that never broke?
Oh goodness, yeah, it'd be impossible to change to, like, you know, I could not imagine how a country could change their measuring system. My goodness, it would be terrible, impossible. I'm saying for the US to go measuring, I couldn't conceive how they'd be able to do it.
US went to the moon on 25mm film.
Yeah. Take another heat, force a little more of that blade down. Get a little more heat out of the body. That will be pretty fun. Down this way.
What size did you say the billet started at? Ish, hinged up, 4 by 2 3/4?
3.5 inches long by 1.75 round. Makes about a 2-pound billet. It was 10.55. I forged it into a billet that was maybe 2.25 inch tall by 1 inch wide by whatever it turned out long. Maybe like 3.5 or 4 inches long.
Best deal for making chisels. I mean, it depends if it's woodworking.
Best steel for making chisels.
Depending if it's woodworking.
There are so many different steels you can use for making chisels. Saying one is the best is the most possible. A great steel for making chisels, whether it's woodworking or steelworking, is the same steel that they make car springs out of. 5160.
Don't have a scrapyard.
Go down the scrapyard or find a local farrier and hack off the coil springs from his truck.
Mine's on leaf springs. Alec's got to convince himself to buy a lathe, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still convincing myself to buy a lathe. An economic calculation will probably never work out. I'm tempted though. A little more forty with the platter. Pretty freaking clean, eh?
Right?
Eh? Eh? Any Canucks can verify that that's pretty freaking clean, eh? I hope Canuck isn't an insult in Canada. It probably is. I think they're insulted by everything. But yeah. If you're insulted by me calling you a Canuck, yeah.
The demo day we were on about is at the Animal Defence Centre Animal Defence League, which is the UK Army farrier training base.
Are we even allowed to say that? What? Is it top secret? No. I think it's top secret.
No. Yes, it's top secret. We're not allowed to say it.
Actually, I don't have an axe drift. That's one of the things I was saying. So putting my touch mark in there is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Let's flip her over. You want to snap on the end? Awesome work, man. Thank you. You want to give him the old show-a-roo? Little show-a-rooney. Hey, Sam, do you want to see the quick release in action?
For clarity, the quick release is for the gas supply. We've hooked up a new gas system. Well, not relatively new, it's just a way of
It's
hooking the
high-tech.
pipes.
Don't say not new, it's high-tech.
High-tech
But basically,
way of swapping the gas lines over for different forges.
what it means is that easily I can take this burner out, and I'm not going to show you that forge, because that's a secret that you're going to see in tomorrow's video. And I can put it straight into the next forge, and what I can show you...
No, you can't.
It doesn't quite reach. But what I can show you is this goes into my quick release just so easily. Well, I tell you what I got to do.
No.
No. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Are we there? There we go. Here's my little quick release. So there's the other burner. That just goes. Whoop. He says. That goes right in there, and then that means that now I'm switched onto my line again, which is freaking awesome. I do the same thing on the other end of the hose. That goes in the next forge, which means that easily, yeah, just like that, I can move a burner around and take it from one forge to the other, which is great. This is the T-Rex burner again, which is funny because for somebody that's about to be selling a different burner, promoting it is odd. But I will say it's a good burner. I've enjoyed using it on this show. And if you do ever happen to want to get yourself a T-Rex burner, let them know that you found them through me. They might be able to help you out, get you some kind of deal. And hey, who knows? Maybe he'll be kind enough to pass a deal on to me for helping you out. I don't know. I don't even think we negotiated anything like that. I'm just happy to try something new and see how it works. And if you guys are in the market for one, it might be what you want to do. I'm going to read some comments, answer some questions, and we're going to wrap it up for the night. I will firstly say, guys, this has been an immensely fun show. We're going to do more striking. I think so. That was fun, and I'm better at that than I am at the hand forging now. I think I do a lot more work with a striker than I do with a hand hammer. Oh my goodness, so many comments. It's really fresh. Woo! Right, Sam, would you like to tell them a story with a new song?
I'll turn the music off.
Oh.
What's the story?
Tell them a story. What?
I
Entertain
have a
them.
story.
Oh, you got to tell them some story.
How about we play a game?
Okay, what game?
I can't remember what it's called, but they did it on TV the other day. And you just read the comment. Someone puts like 2 words, and then the next 2 words, and then the next 2 words.
Shall I read shall I read the first, second, third, fourth, fifth word of the first, second, third, fourth, fifth comment? I'm gonna do that. Okay, nobody comment anything from now on until I say you can comment something again. Stop right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank don't are thought Sam. Thank don't are thought Sam. Thank don't are thought Sam. Now it's your turn.
Have I ever been kicked in the head by a horse? I wouldn't be here if I'd been kicked in the head by a horse.
Come on now. Of course he's been kicked in the head by a horse. Like, the problem is the amnesia makes you forget it. It also makes you forget everything else.
Forget what?
We're going to show the rest of the forge build tomorrow. Are we going to see the axe finished someday? That'd make a pretty good video. I might handle it, do the finishing of it one day. Maybe next week. I got a lot of hammer work to do, so that'd be pretty good because I can quickly grind, heat treat, and handle this bad boy. Make a video out of that on one of the days where I'm making a hammer. Hopefully, if all goes well, Tuesday I'm going to put a really cool video out. It depends if the project goes well on Monday. We'll see. But I got something cool planned for Monday, and it's going to be somewhat appropriate, which is great, which is exciting. But it's a secret.
Even to me, I have no idea what it is.
I've told you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be a cool little project. And yeah. How much gas do I use in my forge per week, Matthias? Nygren is asking me. It depends. If I'm forging every day, you know, how long I'm forging per day, what work I'm doing. It's such a difficult question to ask. What I will generally say is my forge cost me between, say between 2 and 4 pounds an hour to run. I think that's a pretty decent estimate. 2 and 4 pounds an hour to run. Maybe even up to 5 or 6 pounds an hour if I'm doing
said that, the new forge, we're running off 2 bottles
yeah,
simultaneously.
new forge is running off 2 bottles simultaneously
To run 3
and it's a
burners.
huge forge. So that'll
Just there.
eat a lot of.
Go-
It's just
that's
there. I
beautiful.
can feel sorry for everyone. It's like I want to see the forge. It looks great. And I think I must have just been dreaming about welding in my sleep because the welds on it actually turned out pretty good.
Will you do some videos of the demo event?
Yeah, we'll do a video of the demo event. That'd be
You know what
great.
we could check?
What?
The Wi-Fi signal.
Do a live stream.
Do a live stream from it and just don't. We won't be able to talk because we're talking so that people won't be able to sort of engage.
You have unlimited data, don't you?
Yeah.
We might do a live show on Sunday. There might be a live show on Sunday, but it's going to be me doing a hammer making demo at a farrier event. That would be cool. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Anyone near Melton Mowbray, go and park outside and just see how much signal you get.
But I think we've got to make sure that all we show is the marquee. I think we're not allowed to show anything else. I was mentioned that, but we'll see.
It's essentially going to be a camera in front of you.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing except it's grass and a white thing in the background. Next week, green screen. We're going to be doing the live show next week from the beach.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii. Next week's live show is going to be conducted from the beach in Hawaii. And there might be green tints around my head. And that's just because the Hawaiian, like there was some algae in the water next week. That's a lie. Anyway, I can't see any more interesting comments. I mean, like, they're all interesting, they're great. You guys all rock. Do I accept visitors during... Do I accept visit... I don't know, I presume accept. Do I accept visitors during the week bearing beer? I will always accept visitors by appointment, you know. Send me a text or something, be like, hey, can I come and see the workshop? And I'll be like, yeah, or I'll be like, no. We'll see, it depends whether I'm in the workshop. But yeah, absolutely, come on by. But there's no need to bring any beer. I don't drink.
We can make a collection. I can take home
yeah,
with me.
it's like you can bring beer and then leave it for Sam when he comes here. But I'm practically a monk. It's amazing. Somebody says do it in front of a Metallica concert, strip club. I think the green screen should be a strip club. I think that'd be great. Guys, it has been an enormous pleasure. I'm gonna give you another little Shirley act, which I think is quite sexy. And yeah, I'll probably make a little video finishing that bad boy up. Let's get some light on it. Finishing that bad boy up during the week, on the day that I'm making some hammers. I just want to say, guys, it's been an enormous pleasure, as always. And what a thrill to have passed 17,000. Like, that is unbelievable! It's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's absolutely unbelievable. The past 2 weeks have been an enormous surge. We've gone and gained, what, like 4,000 subscribers in 2 weeks? It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. This growth is phenomenal, and I want to thank you for watching these videos, which helps the YouTube analytics. I want to help you for hitting like on these videos, which helps the YouTube analytics. I want to thank you for commenting, which helps the YouTube analytics. And most importantly, it means that I can frickin' have a great interaction with you, and I appreciate you being here. I really appreciate it. It's fantastic to have you guys. And what you looking at?
I was just seeing what it came up on.
What it came up on now. That's good. See on the normal YouTube.
YouTube said 17,006 on mine.
Yeah, I think YouTube might just be delayed to the other one. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Oh well. We'll just pretend that's the one. Okay. 17,011. And, but yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. It means the world to me. And if you're new, thank you for being here. I hope that in the future, as you see more of these videos, you really become a great enthusiast of what it is that we do, and the message that we try and share, the message about, you know, how wonderful working hard at something that you really enjoy and something you really love is, and how the results are just so wonderful. You know, the message of how incredible forging is and what a beautiful thing it is to do. You know, these are things that I want to share. That's why I make the videos. You know, that's why I really enjoy doing it. So I appreciate you coming and joining, coming and seeing the journey, coming and being a part of it. And I hope that one day, you know, if you don't have your workshop set up with an anvil and a forge, I hope that one day you do get your workshop set up with an anvil and a forge. I hope that you're able to partake in this fantastic craft yourself.
The other thing we kind of said about the classes is if you come for a 4-day class and it falls over the weekend, you'll be here. If you want. It'll be like a live audience.
Exactly.
You can participate.
When you're here on a weekend class, you can be part of the audience. We'll have a live audience. You can come join in the show, or you can sit in the shadows and come hang out, and it'd be great. It'll be a lot of fun. You know, we'll freaking get pizza, something like that. We always get pizza. Pizza and live shows go together well. You know, it makes you feel full. It makes you ready for a live show. Pizza, live shows, and caffeinated drinks just make sure that you stay up like 4 hours later than the end of the show.
That's how I get in and sit there in front of my phone, usually watching the video back, seeing the comments that I've missed, and then I get an elbow. What are you doing? Watching the video. But you were there. I was like, yeah, I kind of know that. Go to sleep, and you just sit there. But it's all good. It's all good. Cool.
Brilliant. Guys, thank you again. Been a pleasure. Sam, thank you for being here. Been wonderful. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll also see you on Sunday. Thank you. Please hit like, subscribe, comment, share it. And thank you. Bye-bye.